Hi, I'm Matt, trading manager from Runners Need. Here today to talk to you about Innovate's TrailFly Ultra G300 shoe. So I was lucky enough to try the shoe for a few weeks. The first thing to say is that I really enjoyed using this shoe. This is probably only the second Innovate trainer I've really used. I had a pair a good few years ago. I tended to jump around the brands a little bit, so it was great to come back to and see what they could offer. It's a trail shoe, so I've been using it on the trail, probably more hills, woods, trail paths opposed to mountains, but I've certainly got to test it in the mud. It was really comfortable. Something I wasn't necessarily fully expecting because you've got such great grip on the bottom and one of the toughest grips around with the graphene grip there. So I found that when I was running on the road, sometimes with a trail running shoe, you can feel that it's a bit hard, a bit dense, but I actually found that running towards the trail, it was perfectly responsive and good for my feet. And then once I got onto the trail and onto the off-road surfaces, in the mud, it was good. It was very good. The deeper mud that I tried some similar trail shoes in, and they were slipping around, this one seemed to hold its grip. And I think that's due to the sort of the bigger lugs here, and also the lugs in between here. I found that in terms of fit, it wasn't too narrow, it wasn't too wide. I found it supported my foot snugly. When I tightened it up, that was perfectly adequate. The tongue didn't impinge on my top of my foot at all, which can sometimes be the case. The amount of padding that's between your foot and the floor, I found was, yeah, it was responsive and did the job for me. Overall, very pleased. This trainer is not Gore-Tex, it's not designed to be, so I did find the shoe to be very breathable due to all the venting all the way around across the front and all the way on the inside as well. So this has been voted as an award-winning trainer, not just in its comfort and its use, but also in its innovation. One of the key things is the graphene-infused grip on the bottom. It's one of the strongest, or the strongest material in the world, so that's been infused into the outsole there. And I have to say, I did notice the strength of it, because often when you're on a trail path, you hit the odd rock or stone, and you might feel it through the base of your foot. But this really did absorb that impact for me, and you can feel the extra grip generated by even the smaller bobbles that often wear away from a shoe after a little bit of time. So another great innovation of this shoe is the G-Fly foam. That's really noticeable when you are on the move, so it's all about energy return. So I have noticed while using these that I have been getting a bit more back, almost a bit like a road shoe in their bounce back ability, despite having all the protection of the graphene-infused rubber. I would recommend these in certainly any off-road conditions, particularly where there's harder surfaces in the mountains and on trail paths. So typically I wear a 10.5 UK in any running shoes. I did the same with these, and I found that was spot on for me. So they do seem to be true to size as well.